Hello, it's Johannes again, and this is the bonus video for Breakthrough DVD. Here I will cover some questions and issues that people have had after watching the DVD, and I also teach 2 new versions you can use when you perform Breakthrough. You're going to love those. Let's get into it. So first, I will cover the issue of angle sensitivity. And for that, I have to explain what makes Breakthrough work. Some people, even after watching the DVD, thought that it's the visual part, the thing with the angle, that makes this effect work. And that's why it seemed to them that this effect is angle sensitive. When I first discovered that when I hold the gun at a certain angle, the coin cannot be seen, I thought also that getting this angle right is basically what this effect is going to be about. But when I went to perform it on the streets, I discovered that that's not the case. It's not the visual, the angle, that makes this effect so fooling. It's the sound. The sound of a coin falling inside the gun is what makes this effect work. Think about it like this: if you take away the visual element in the penetration part, the effect still works. It would be just less visual. But if you would take away the sound, the effect wouldn't work. It means you need the sound, but you do not need this angle to fool a spectator with this effect. Remember, for a spectator, there's only one coin. So first they see the coin on the bottom of the gun, then you shake it, and now they hear the coin inside the gun. So at that moment, for them, the effect is done, the magic has already happened. So you do not need to convince them with this angle that the coin is not on the bottom of the gun. If they already believe that this coin is inside the gun, then you just have to hand the gun out, and that's it. On the DVD, in the tips and sum up section, I demonstrated the most basic and the easiest version of Breakthrough, where you don't play with this angle at all, and you come very close to the pocket when you do the cleanup, and I will show you one more time. So you hold the gun straight, and you just hit the coin inside. And like I said, for most people the effect ends when they hear the coin falling inside the gun. More skeptical people doubt if the coin is inside and they want to see the bottom of the gun. But after you shake the gun, they are sure that the coin really is inside the gun, plus they can see immediately the bottom of the gun. And this leaves them clueless. And with this simple version, I've even fooled magicians, because no one suspects that shaking the gun is actually part of the method. If you are one of those people who got an impression that this effect is angle sensitive, and you missed what I said on the DVD, that this angle is only a convincer and you don't have to use it to make this effect work, then I hope that now you understand and feel that you don't have to worry about this angle, or definitely know the eye level of your spectators when you're performing this effect. You can hold the gun completely straight without anyone seeing the bottom of the gun, and the effect still works. The angle is a possibility you have to use it as an extra convincer and make this effect more visual to the people in front of you, but you don't have to use it. There has been 2 fears regarding angles. One is that you flash the coin on the bottom of the gun, and the other is when you do the cleanup. Hopefully this is covered now, and next let's talk about cleanup when you have more people than just in front of you. On the DVD, I already demonstrated and explained how to do the pocket cleanup if you happen to be surrounded. So if you want to learn that, make sure you watch the performing surrounded section on the DVD. But for this video, I will demonstrate it one more time. You hit the coin inside, you add, can you see the coin? And you glide over the pocket while shaking the can. And my left side as well. Can you see it? So you just very gently, with one movement, you glide over while shaking it at the same time. And now I will cover the poem version as well, which actually can be also performed surrounded. And that was not taught on the DVD. Let's learn it. So if an audience is in front of you, the poem cleanup looks like this. You hit the coin inside, you show your hands empty and immediately hand the can out. The surrounded version looks like this. They can hear the coin falling inside, immediately show it and hand the can out. Nothing can be seen from your left side because the bottom of the can never faces that direction. And from the right side it looks like this. Can you see it? Examine it. One more time. And it's inside. Can you see it? Check it out. As you saw, you can do the same basic poem cleanup move, but just when coming down, and it's still, the coin drops into your hand and nothing can be seen from any angle. Now let's learn the move. The only difference with the surrounded version is that you show the coin inside the can before handing it out. That's it. The surrounded version isn't more difficult to do. And you still basically give the can out immediately. So it's still very direct. And as you saw, the move looks completely natural. So you have nothing to worry about when you're performing breakthrough surrounded. The coin stays invisible at all times and they do not suspect anything, because the cleanup move is part of something that is very logical in the situation. They heard the coin fall inside the can, you show the coin and hand it out. Very simple. So this is how you do the move. After the penetration part, you grab the can with these 3 fingers and the thumb, like this, and lift the can higher and ask, can you see the coin? And when you hand out the can, your index finger does this motion, goes down and up, down and up. And with the can it looks like this, down and up. So, bam, can you see the coin? And you hand it out. So just practice this move. After you do the penetration part, just lift up the can and hand it out. Just this move. You can try it in front of the mirror, so you can see also your angles. But the idea is to get this move to feel so natural for you that you don't have to even think about it. just show it and it up. That it's in your hand. It's really. To sum it up, if you practice all the moves I've taught, you will have no worries about performing breakthroughs around it, because there are no sensitive angles in this effect when you choose the right version for the right situation. So if you're performing surrounded, you place the coin on the bottom of the gun, and when you seal it, you lift it higher to give everyone a clear look of the gun, to be as fair as possible, showing that the coin does not somehow sneak into the gun under it. And in this position, if you hold the gun straight, no one can see the coin on the bottom. So if you do the shake, they hear the coin falling inside the gun, you show it inside and you hand it out. So it's very simple, very natural. So if you feel uncomfortable about the idea of performing breakthrough while being surrounded, then it simply means you have not practiced enough, or you actually haven't performed it in a real situation to experience it and see that it works. So I hope all the information I have given now covers all your concerns about the angles and performing breakthroughs around it. But if you still have some questions after you have practiced and performed it, then feel free to contact me through our website mengelbrothers.com. In the second trailer of Breakthrough, where I talked about the key points of the effect, you saw me performing Breakthrough 3 times in a row. And the last version I performed there was this. So as you saw, there was no cleanup because there was no coin. So if you have performed the slam version with the pocket cleanup and you have only one coin now you can still perform it one more time. You just act like you take the coin out again, catch it in your hand, adjust it, look at it, adjust it on your hand, and then just hit your hand against the can. And if you hit it really hard, the sound is very realistic, that the metal hits the can, the coin falls inside the can. So even if you do it without the coin, it still fools a spectator, because they put these two pictures together. If they saw the coin the first time, they assume that it's there also the second time. So you actually do not need the duplicate coin to perform Breakthrough with this version. One more time. You act like you are catching the coin, and you can use your finger also like you are really trying to get it out. So you look at the coin, look at the can, adjust it on your hand, and just slam your hand against the can. Put it inside, and everything looks super clean, because it is. This effect works with any can and any currency. Of course, the only requirement is that the coin has to fit through the hole. But this shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone, because it was clear in the trailer and in the ad copy that this effect uses a normal ungimmicked can that can be borrowed, which leaves only one place a coin can get into the can, and that's through the opening. So if you're using a can with a smaller opening, you just have to use a smaller coin. So if you use a smaller coin, for example with Red Bull, this is how the effect looks like. And you can be sure that even if you're using a smaller coin, it looks and feels as impressive for a spectator when you hit the coin through the bottom of an empty can. What I love about this effect is that for a spectator, the setup and the cleanup are not part of the effect. They are part of the whole performance, but not the effect itself, and you have to act accordingly. And when you do, then how a spectator experiences this effect is how you experienced Breakthrough when you saw it for the first time in the trailer, where there was no setup. This is how a spectator experiences this effect, how they remember it, how they describe it to others. You had the coin and the can, and bam, you hit it inside the can and handed it out. That's it. So treat the setup and the cleanup very casually, as not part of the effect. And you will give your spectators a strong experience, just like you experienced when you first time saw the Breakthrough in the trailer. Thank you for taking time to watch this bonus video, and I hope that now you have a better understanding of Breakthrough and you feel more confident about performing Breakthrough in any situation. But if you still have questions, then just contact me through mengelbrothers.com and I will gladly help you. Take care and see you soon.